The readings for the first Sunday of Lent demonstrate that we must give our whole lives to God. In the first reading, Deuteronomy 26, 4 through 10, Moses explains that we must give our best offering to God. The psalm sings of deliverance from trouble. Be with me, Lord, when I am in trouble. In the second reading, Romans 10, 8 through 13, Paul tells us we must follow Jesus, not just with our minds, but also with our hearts. In the Gospel, Luke 4, 1 through 13, Jesus is tempted by the devil in the desert, but resists, putting his trust in his Father instead. This is a great time to think about how we give our whole selves to the Lord.
Reading this week's Gospel made me think of all the times I've fallen short or justified my own behavior to get what I wanted. It's never anything big. A little white lie you tell yourself here, a justification for your actions there, and before you know it, you're lost. This is exactly what the devil tries to do to Jesus in this week's Gospel. And why not? He's probably been successful 1,000 times before with 1,000 different people. But this time is different.
Jesus shows us the path that we should take. It takes sacrifice, but it's the truth. And the truth will show you the way. We know that from this Gospel, Jesus is trying to tell us to consider taking the harder road.
Today, we don't need to walk in the desert for 40 days or 40 nights to be tempted by Satan. The temptations to be quick to anger, selfish, petty, and indifferent to suffering are all around us, poking at us every minute of every day. So how do we fight these temptations? For me personally, I try to engage in all of the programs that the church has to offer. We attend weekly Mass, I've done Exodus 90, we've done Financial Peace University, I've helped lead VBS, and we've also done the Alpha Marriage course and Children's Liturgy of the Word.
For me, during Lent, it's helpful to express gratitude. So gratitude manifests itself in a lot of ways. Doing Magnify 90 is one way through the mortifications and making time specific for prayer. Just making that a focus and a priority of your day has really helped me realize a lot of the things that I'm so grateful for in my life. Lent can be a transformative time through prayer, through fasting, through the small sacrifices that you can make. It really puts the focus on Jesus and not so much on yourself. Another way that you might highlight it, if you have kids like us, is to prepare a prayer chain. One of the things we do at our house and what we've learned through the connections we've made with our small group is to do a prayer chain and really focus on a person each day through Lent. By offering prayers and lifting them up, it really helps us put priority on the friends that we have and all of the wonderful things that we have to be grateful for.
So small groups like the one you're in right now are one of the main reasons why I actually became Catholic in the first place. I remember I'd been thinking about it for a couple of years already. We had gone to Mass for about 5 or 6 years. We had baptized the kids Catholic, and I had a strong urge to become Catholic over the last couple years. I approached my parents about converting, and the conversation was difficult to say the least. And I was hesitant because I was afraid of how my family would respond. And then we were in a small group about the 3 conversations. And we were in a fairly significantly sized group for a small group. There was about 8 folks in it, all of whom were slightly older than me and had had their own faith journeys. And I decided that I'd be honest about where I was and what my hesitations were. And before I knew it, 3 or 4 members of the group told me that that was their exact same experience when they were younger. And I fed off that, and I found myself saying, well, if they can do it and they're okay, then I'll be okay. And it was one of the first moments where I thought, no, I really do want to become Catholic, and I'm not worried about what anyone, including my family, will say about it. So these small groups can be a huge difference maker because you're in the room talking with people who might have the exact same experience as you.
Witnessing Philip's faith journey has been a real gift, And it's a real gift in steadfastness, in faithfulness, because we've been going to Mass together since we started dating. And to see his progression of becoming more curious, becoming more faithful, and really seeking out those opportunities to talk to people at church and just different ways to try and express and see how he could really make the commitment to becoming Catholic. I never thought I'm going to convert Catholic. Convert Philip. It's God has a plan and is on his heart, and I just trusted that God would be there when he made that decision. And what's been so spectacular about this process is seeing the rich and deep faith that he has nurtured, and now it feels like we're involved with everything. And that's just been a really blessing, because having him go through this journey in front of our children and having them see him make this commitment as an adult is a little different than if you're a cradle Catholic like me, who's just, this is all I know and this is what we do. But that has been such a gift for our family, because they are witnessing to his faith formation as well as they are going through their own faith formation. So it's just a blessing. It's a blessing to see how he's grown and to see how our family has grown, and to, ask these questions together and go to the catechism and see what the answers are. So we really have made a commitment to each other and to God to really see that through, and through our family and through some of the different activities that we're involved with. We just have a lot of support for that. So it's been a great journey, and one that we're happy to continue to go on.
Finally, I would say try to surround yourself with people of good faith who are trying their hardest to go down the same path as you. People like the small group you're in right now. You can pray together, persevere together, you can struggle together, you can believe together. I know our small group has helped transform us, shown us that faith can be at the heart of your family life, and can also allow you to be around people who are struggling to fight the same battle as you, the battle to be more like Jesus.
God bless you and your group as you walk together through the desert.